Starman waiting in the sky. Starman, released in 1984 and is directed by John Carpenter. The man actually made a non-horror movie. Weird, because he's also behind such films like Halloween, The Fog, The Thing, Christine, and Escape from New York. And this film is starring Jeff Bridges, Karen Allen, Charles Martin Smith, and Richard Jekyll. And the reason why we're talking about Starman today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a big contributor and supporter of this channel, Jeff Fry. Thank you very much once again for sending over this recommendation, a movie that I've never watched before, and I guess I never realized that Jeff Bridges was young once. I've never watched the original Tron, so if I did, I would probably have realized it then, but this is the first time I've seen Jeff Bridges as a young man, and it's weird, but I appreciate it, because everyone was young once. We just don't know it yet. So thank you very much, Jeff, for the recommendation. If anyone else out there also wants to be like Jeff and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out, just like what I did with Jeff Fry here. Jenny is a recent widow whose husband had recently been killed in an accident. So it's quite shocking when she comes into the living room one night where there is a big, bright, blue glow happening, and a small infant child is rapidly growing before her eyes into who appears to be her old husband. But this is just some extraterrestrial who's visiting us in human form and wants Jenny to take him on a road trip to Arizona to meet up with the rest of his extraterrestrial friends so that he can go back to where he came from. And as I'm saying the plot synopsis out loud, I'm wondering, why did he show up here? He showed up here only for him to be in a situation where he needs to be at a certain point by a certain day and a certain time, and if he's not, he's going to die. Why the fuck did he show up here? And why did he show up where he showed up? So that he can go on a road trip and learn about the human species. So that he can get some satisfaction. Right, that's the reason, right, everyone? He wants to have some experience with human people, to learn about them so that he can go up and report back to all of his alien friends. It's nice to know that the stupidity of curiosity reaches all forms of life, not just us idiots here down on Earth. You know what we do when we see something that we don't know about? We turn towards general direction, we get closer, and we say, hey, what's that over there? And we go to touch it. And then the bad thing happens to us. And we're like, oh, what do we expect was going to happen? The same thing happens with all other alien visitor movies. They come to this planet to learn about the humans, to live amongst us for a time, and then go back and report to their alien buddies. So basically, this is an extraterrestrial version of, hey, what's that over there? It's the human race. Whoa, cool. Let me touch it. But that's only the surface of this movie. What we get here is surprisingly extremely deep, and it's a beautiful love connection, a beautiful love story between this alien and this woman who is so depressed and is so lonely, and for the longest time looks for every opportunity to get out of this, what she classifies as a kidnapping. Well, I guess it is a kidnapping. This thing, who is disguised as a person, holds her, grabs her arm, forces her to drive him to Arizona for some reason. But it does get to a point where she's seeing this alien in her dead husband's body for long enough to where she can see the humanity inside of him and the goodness, I guess, that he has inside of him. All I'll say is that I am shocked this is a John Carpenter movie. I didn't expect this type of story from him to ever come out of him, but to know that it actually did back in the 80s, like, wow, this is impressive, and it's a beautiful story. The connection between this alien and this human woman, I think, is just beautiful, and what he gives her, it's a rebirth. It's a chance at the life that she always wanted with her husband, and the fact that he is able to give that to her in a better way. Like, let me just put the spoiler warning up here. A brief little spoiler. We're talking about what is given to her here in 3, 2, 1. So the alien has sex with Jenny and impregnates her, gives her a child, and with his alien abilities is able to see the future, or at least predict pretty damn well what's going to happen. This kid is going to grow up to be a boy, very intelligent, have all of my memories and all of the knowledge that I have from the stars and from the universe. He's going to grow up to become a teacher. And just knowing that this is happening, like, this was not going to happen. Her husband died. She was not going to have a kid with the person that she loved. All of a sudden, because this alien has the same DNA, she gets to have that chance. And probably a better chance, too, because now this kid that's going to be popping out here in 9 months is also going to have all these alien abilities that they don't even know about yet. I mean, this is freaking awesome. Good for her. When that was revealed, and we're getting to the end here where he's almost reaching Arizona and the US government is trying to hunt him down, to dissect him, of course. That's what we like doing to things we don't know about. We do autopsies on them because this is America, damn it. When we're getting to these moments where they're slowly saying goodbye to each other, learning how to say goodbye to each other, it's just heartbreaking. But it's also hopeful, and it's also beautiful, and it makes you happy, it makes you sad. This is a great storytelling. And it is one of the best alien performances I think I've ever seen on screen. Jeff Bridges, I think, is fantastic. His physicality is what I'm noticing the most. Like, he is learning how to walk for the first time. He's just been created only for like a minute, and his only reference to know how to move forward is Jenny, who is drunk and is being taken aback and is about to faint. So she's wobbling around, and he's just mimicking her. He's like, oh, this is how we walk? Well, this doesn't seem steady. And I love how he talks and enunciates the English language. Like, he really hits the ings on the ending words that end in ing. He really hits the ings and the t's, because that's what you would do when you're learning a new language. You see the letter that makes a certain sound, so you want to say those words exactly how they should be pronounced. This is just a beautiful movie that was a complete surprise to me. It is an 80s film, so unfortunately it does have a little simplified climax with a little bow on it. We have a nice happy ending here. But the cliche happy endings aside, this is still just a beautiful story, and it really just hit me. I noticed that my mouth was just hanging open because I was in shock of what I was getting, the beautiful story, the beautiful love story I was getting here from a John frickin' Carpenter movie. Shocking. And it's awesome. I'm gonna give Starman 4 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I like it a lot.
So guys, if you've seen Starman, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across it because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell to know the next time I release my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.